ఇక్కడ ఎందుకని స్లో మూమెంట్ జరుగుతుంది? ఓకే ఓకే okay in today's hi everyone, good morning. Okay, so today's class we are going to learn two topics. One is how to debug any of the programs. So this is the concept we are going to learn, and second concept is we are going to learn about hybrid framework. So these are the two topics we are going to learn in today's class. So how to debug any of the programs of Selenium. Suppose if you joined in any of the projects, okay, and you don't know how the technical flow it has been implemented and what are the functionalities it is working. So you need to understand how the program execution it will be started and where it will be completed. So far we know how to execute a particular test case. Just you are going through and you are clicking on run and you are executing your program. Okay, we can execute your program in debug mode as well. Okay, I will show you. So just you can click on debug as testng test. Okay, so that your program will be executed in debug mode. Okay, before clicking on debug mode you have to keep some breakpoints. So to click to keep the breakpoints, just I'm doing like this. See, this is one breakpoint, it's populated. Just you can do one double click, so wherever you want, so that breakpoint it will come automatically. So I want to breakpoint at line number 30, I'm keeping. Okay, and similarly at line number 37 I want one more breakpoint, and after that line number 46 I want one more breakpoint. Okay, and line number 51 I want one more breakpoint, and line number 55 I want one more breakpoint. So I can stop the execution at line number 27. Okay, and I can execute the steps one by one. Okay, previously what is happening, the program it is executing all the lines and your scripting is executing, and you want to know how to execute your program line by line. Okay, so let's run the program in debug mode. Run and click on debug mode here, F11. So the perspective and everything it will be changed after clicking on proceed. Okay, the look and feel of the debug mode will be started. See, it is going to change the debug perspective when it suspends. So just I'm clicking on switch. So like this, your script it will be started in debug mode like this. Okay, right. So now the first line of execution is this one, line number 27. Why? Because I kept breakpoint. Okay, so here see, here there are some shortcuts. F5 step into F5 and F6 and step return F7. Okay, so most of the times we will use F6 only. Okay, so F6 means it will execute line by line. Okay, I'm clicking on F6. See, it's executed, and string str2 is equal to, see here you can observe the variables what will happen after line number 29 execution. Okay, so I'm clicking on F6. So what is the value it contains? str2 value it contains hello world. It is showing in the right hand on the right hand side. It is showing str2 value as hello world. Okay, and so after line number 30 is executed in the console, this value will be printed. Okay, F6. See, updated string value is hello world. Okay, again if I want to click on F6, the next line, so the dd1 value is, right now there is no value in dd1, so just I'm clicking on F6. See, the dd1 value it has been updated as 30,400, and again F6. So the simple interest value is, it is 10,000. So like this we can execute every line one by one by pressing F6. See that each and every values it is executing, and we are able to come to know the values. So like that. So finally you can do once it is completed, you where is that? Okay, you can press resume so that the execution will be continued and it will be completed. So resume means it will execute. So because it is reached to end of the curling bracket, and just you can click on resume so that it will be started. Okay, so let me run again. I'm clicking on run mode. So switch mode. 1 second. Okay, run, debug mode, proceed, F6. So str2 value, and after that this one. So here I want to tell you, so if you click on F6, so each and every line it is executing one by one, we understood. So we are clear what is happening on F6. And now I want to explain about F5. So if you click on F6, what will happen? The method will be executed, the h1 dot method will be executed, and that return value it will be back to the dd1 value, and dd1 value it is showing in your variable section. Okay, so but I am going to click on step in what it is happening in this method. So I want to know, so I'm clicking on a step in method means I'm going to inside the method. So I'm clicking on F5. I'm clicking on F5 now. Okay, so step into F5. So it's navigated to that method, and you can click on F6 here. Okay, so D is equal to A value is 30,000 and B value is 400, and so this value F6. So the sum of A and B value it has printed 30,400, and D value it contains 30,400 value. That value it is returning F6. So now I can click on F6. So the dd1 value it's executed. Now I want to know. Now I want to enter into the method. So what I need to do now again? I have to press F5. So let me press F5. So I navigated to here. See, IJK values it is showing here. Okay, and IJK value it is showing here. Suppose you can change the values. Suppose if it is 5,000, and if you want to change it, you can change it also. Okay, and if you are executing, so now my I value is 10,000 into 2 into 10 by 100. So I can, if I will execute F6, see the value it is simple interest, it is calculated as 2,000. Okay, and I'm returning back. So F6. So the simple interest value it's returned as 2,000. Okay, you can change the values because you want to know if this is the value, what is the resultant value it will come. Okay, so no need to execute, no need to change the values every time. You can check, you can change the values in the left hand side, and you can run the program and press F6, and you can check how the flow is going. Okay, and I'm pressing F6. Now multiplication method is came. Okay, I want to, suppose if I want to step into that method, I need to press F5. So A and B value is 50, 100. So suppose if I want to give, I can give 500. Okay, if I will press F6, so 500 into 40, 2,000. So that value it is returning back. I'm pressing F6. So again, I'm pressing F6. Multiplication of A and B. So multiplication is completed. See in the console, the corresponding thing is it's executing. Okay, so we understood to execute the lines of code step by step. So if you want to resume, if you want to complete remaining steps, just click on this one. So the everything it will be completed. So wherever breakpoints are there, just you can click on that one. So the execution will be paused at the breakpoints. And if you want to remove these points, you can double click again. So that's it. So whenever you are executing these scripts in debug mode only, the execution will be passed at that breakpoint. Okay. So now we understood about F6 and F5. Okay, now let's go back to window, show view, perspective, and reset perspective. Okay. So I'm closing my debug mode now. Okay, and now I don't want to. Okay, now I'm closing my debug mode, everything. One second. So now we executed our script in debug mode. So that part is completed. Okay. Now let me go to my Selenium program. So Selenium program. Okay. ABC demo 1. Okay. So I am executing my set of driver instructions. You and this program has been failed at certain point of time. Okay. So you want to know where is the execution has been failed, in which line it is failing and which line it is causing. Okay. So now let's run this program in debug mode. Run. To run the program in debug mode, just you can press F11. If it is normal mode, you have to press Control F11. So I'm clicking on F11. One second. But I have to keep some breakpoints. Okay. Once. Okay. Right. So in line number 24, I kept it, and in line number. Okay. Okay. Now let's. Okay. Now let me run my program. F11. So Chrome driver was started, Windows successfully, your browser was started. And to go for the next line, I have to press F6. I pressed F6. So when I will, so the window is maximized in background. Okay. And if I will press F6, what will happen? The application URL will be invoked. So I executed my F6. See, the application URL is invoking in background. Okay. And after pressing F6, so what will happen? The admin value it is typed. Okay. And after pressing F6, what is happening? Okay, let's observe in the console also. So press F6. No need to press F6. So okay, it is going to some test invoker dot class. So the progress is going to some other class. That means at that particular line something happened. Okay, so and I'm going to continue my resume step. So we understood. So it is navigating to some another class, test invoker dot class. So some exception it is going to raise. We understood. If it is normal case, what will happen? It will be executed. Just now we have seen. But if it is something went wrong, it will go to some. So see again, I'm pressing F6. 1 second. F11. Okay, a driver it has to maximize. So that is passed there. So after pressing F6, it is executed smoothly. And after pressing F6, it is executing smoothly. Okay, here also my browser is open. Okay. So if I will enter F6, what is happening? So it is the value it has been typed. But so here I have given invalid locator name. I have given invalid locator name. So I'm pressing F6. Okay. Since some test invoker dot class it has been invoked automatically. But it is normal case, it will execute line by line. So like that you can understand. So which line the program has been executed. So you need to understand, you need to keep the breakpoints. How far my program is executing successfully. Okay, in which line it is breaking. Okay, you can keep the breakpoints and you can try it. So that wherever it is breaking, you can able to understand the functionality. Okay, so during runtime also you can change the values here. Okay, if it is variables or string values, if you want to change it, you can change it. And you can check the values, how the program execution it will be executed. Okay, so suppose in your project, somebody has asked, sir, I am not able to see these lines of code in any of the I don't know where my lines of code it is executing. Somebody is asking. So what you need to do, you need to understand where is your test class and click and keep the first lines in breakpoints like this. So might be they are calling through some methods, right? So you can stop the execution and you can press F5 so that he will step into that method, and after that you can execute one by one. So wherever these lines of code is coming, okay, so from this method he is calling this method. So like that you need to understand. So this code has been implemented in so and so method, so and so Java class file. So like that you need to analysis. So can we able to understand any of the program? We can able to understand. So just you need to execute line by line. The control is where it is going. If it is dot class files means something went wrong immediately after that line. Understood? If something went wrong immediately, so we could not able to, so we can understand easily. Okay, right. So now let's stop my execution. Okay, and I'm closing my debug mode. Okay, is everyone clear how to execute the programs in debug mode? And anybody has any doubts before moving on to the project part? So in your suppose if they will give you some project and you need to understand the functional flow, how the methods and everything is working fine. So you need to start your main test case execution in debug mode. Okay, and where is the launching of browser code has been implemented, and where is the methods has been implemented, from which Java class it contains this method. So it's easy to understand that functional flow. Okay, now let me go to hybrid framework. Okay, okay. Program if program breakpoint compile time ante, suppose if I will write something wrong, ఇప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇలా ఉంది. ఓకేనా, నేను వెబ్ డ్రైవర్ 1 అన్నాను. 1 సెకండ్, ఇక్కడ డ్రైవర్ 1 అన్నాను. అసలు ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఇక్కడే ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ అని చూపిస్తుంది కదా. ఓకేనా, సో యూ కెనాట్ ఏబుల్ టు, ఇఫ్ దీస్ ఆర్ ఎక్సెప్షన్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, యూ షుడ్ నాట్ గో ఫర్ ద executing of this program. Okay, so now, okay, now we are going to discuss about hybrid framework. Okay, so 1 second, let me import my package. So I have located, so in this one, first I will go to import sample project. So how to import the Maven project? Just right click, click on import existing Maven projects, next, and browse and pay. So I'm going to this one and I'm selecting this sample project and I'm clicking on finish. So that sample project has been imported just now. Okay, and let's go back to here. Okay, so now let's understand what are what are the program. So what are the packages are available? Common util package is there. Okay, because it contains testbrowser.java. Okay, and Excel util is there, Excel API test 3 and Excel API test 4. Excel API test 4 is to read data from an Excel file, .xlsx file, and extend reports. So I want to generate my reports into extend reports. So I have extend reports and pages. So login page, home page, and nationalities page I have written, and test cases. So this is the TC01 add nationalities. Okay, now let me go to my first test case. So I want to know the execution of this program. Okay, 1 second. So before, so you don't know about anything. They have given this project and you need to understand the functional flow. Just go through the high level part. Okay, so Everyone able to hear my voice? Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello.
Okay, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Yeah. Sorry, just now I got a call. So 10th. So just okay. Now let's run the program in debug mode. Okay, I'm going to run my program in debug mode. So before executing my program in debug mode, so let's understand on high level. So here my driver object it is launching. Okay, and so application URL will be invoked, and after that it dot get, so here I'm connecting to my Excel sheet and I'm getting the data, and here I'm getting my test script name. So you don't know what is the value it is coming, so just you can keep the breakpoint here. Okay, you want to know what is the test script name value you want to know. Okay, and so in line numbers, in a line number 62 you want to know what is the name, in the line number 63 also you want to know, and in 64 say you want to know what is this value, and after that, okay, JB. So after that, where I want to keep the breakpoints. So I'm going to keep my breakpoints in login page, and here, okay. So let's try to understand the logic. Okay. So I'm going to run my program in debug mode.
Sir, your voice is too low. Can you please little bit loud?
Is everyone facing the same issue? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Same
sir.
problems.
Same problem? Okay, 1 second. I don't know. 1 second. I don't know. Okay, let's try. Okay, try to okay. I don't know what is the technical issue, but I'm not facing any of the issue from audio. Okay, see here that my test URL value it is loading. Okay, and after that each object has been created, and if you want to expand you can expand these values, and you can check the values for that particular object, how this object has been created. So with the supporting class files this object has been created, and let's press F6. So simple date format, and let's press F6 again. Okay, 1 second, and it's navigated to here. Press F6. Okay, it's coming back to here. Listen, 1 second, I am getting some urgent call. I will join back.